Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever the world you are. Thanks for joining another Saturday, another session with an amazing speaker. Today we have Dr. Gomathi together with us, and MVP, MCT, and Learn expert from Microsoft Learn community. And I'm so excited to move forward and not taking that much of time of the session. So I will quickly introduce the session, and I have 2 to 3 slides to talk about the community Microsoft Learn and how we can benefit from it. And then I'll be bring the speaker on a stage. So today, Dr. Gomathi will be talking about decoding image, exploring OCR capabilities with Microsoft Azure AI Vision. Moving forward with my next slide. So Microsoft Learn, as we always share also in the community, so that actually turned into our community slogan. So make it your homepage in whatever device you're using. That will help every time you're opening the browser. You will see Microsoft Learn, some new updates, checking for training courses, getting benefit from exam practices before going to the actual exam, customizing your own learning path, joining to the learning rooms, communities, and being in touch with professionals from all over the world, sharing knowledge, asking questions. That is the spirit of the community. With that said, the differences between Microsoft certifications and Microsoft Applied Skills, which is really a great initiative that was launched almost a year ago, as far as I remember, by Microsoft Learn, which is Microsoft Applied Skills. So in this case, you are not validating a broad technical proficiency. Instead, you are validating one specific skill with Microsoft Applied Skills. With Microsoft certifications, it's role-based. However, here with Applied Skills, you are taking the exam as project-based. You don't need to take breadth of skills during the examination, but however, here you have one project, a scenario-specific skill. So you will get different kind of tasks in a lab environment, in an Azure environment, which is totally live in the portal. So it will ask you what to configure, what to do. I mean, not defining the configuration where we'll ask that here is the project, we need this, the needs, how to be configured. For instance, in this case, let's say Microsoft Applied Skills, Microsoft Azure Monitor. So you will get a project related to monitoring, logging, auditing. So you will, you will be asked in the project to configure those specific resources and deliver it to the project. And here with Microsoft certifications, it's exam with interactive elements. That means that you can drag and drop, choosing the options. However, here it's interactive lab experience with applied skills. You have to schedule actually Microsoft certification exams. However, here it's on demand, so you can start the applied skills exam whenever you want to take it. So that is amazing. And afterward, after you're passing the exam, either for certifications and applied skills, you will receive a certificate, optional certificate, which will be also reflected to your Microsoft Learn transcript. With that said, with this session, we have a 50% of Microsoft exam voucher, which applies to Microsoft fundamentals and advanced skills. So ask your questions, prepare your questions, because Dr. Gomathi is going to choose the most challenging and best question that is related to the session at the end of the session, that we will have 5 to 10 minutes or 15 minutes, depends on the session, of Q&A time. And there you can ask your question and receive an exam voucher. We have also the Microsoft Backyard initiative program, which we, instead of having professionals talking about their technical proficiencies and experience, here we talk mainly about their personal lifestyle and their success stories, what they do in the normal life. We started having some episodes. We released first episode, and we're working in the further episodes, and every episode will be most probably launching every month with 2025. So Get subscribe also in YouTube channel, because this program is also under Zero to Hero community YouTube channel as well. However, we also publish it other socials as well. Last but not least, here's my slide, and is the code of conduct. So being aware of each other, friendly and patient, welcome, respectful, opening questions and viewpoints, and understanding differences, and kind consider to others. Thanks for joining again. With that said, I'm going to hand over the stage to Dr. Gomathi. Hi, Dr. Gomathi. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining.
Hey, good afternoon, Hamid. Thank you for the great introduction.
Thank you. So I'm removing my slide and bring your slide up on the screen. It's visible, and
Thank you.
good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening from wherever you're joining. So today we are going to look deep dive into the OCR capabilities in Microsoft Azure AI Vision. So we'll be understanding what are the various capabilities in Azure AI Vision. I'll be giving a lot of information about it. Before we proceed, I just want to let you know about myself, like who am I, and I'll not take more than 2 minutes. Okay, I'm Dr. Gomathi. I'm a Microsoft most valuable professional, Microsoft certified trainer, Microsoft learn expert. I did my doctorate in machine learning and data science, where I have designed a tool in order to predict a disease, which brings me this Asia and India Book of Records. And I have recently published a book on Business Central. That is, this is my second book. I have already published one book about for the functional, and this is more for the technical certification preparation. So I hold a lot of various certifications as well, right from the PL 300, which is Data Analyst Associate, MBA 20, which is Business Central Associate, PL 400, PL 600, and also I hold some fundamental certifications as well, because yeah, that shows the skill which I have. So this is the book which I have recently published. Okay, and I have like two. I come under like two award category in MVP, that is business application and data platform. And I'm just very curious to learn Azure AI, because now AI is dominating everything, right? Because we are in AI era. So I just want to understand how this AI works, and specifically in Azure in the cloud. So I'm just trying to learn these things as well. Okay, so that is what about me. And if you want to learn more about me, like if you want to connect with me through LinkedIn and anything, you can just scan this QR code and you can connect with me here. Okay. Yes, so today's agenda is what introduction to Azure AI Vision. So we will understand what is Azure AI, and what are the various other things which are there in Azure AI Vision. Today, my focus will be on OCR, okay, Optical Character Recognition. Beyond that, we have few more services in Azure AI. I'll just give a small introduction for Azure AI services, Vision services, and then we will look into the demo, and we will have some Q&A as well. Okay. So yes, this is what Azure AI Vision. What is actually Azure AI services or Azure AI Vision services? This gives you access to advanced algorithm. Okay, because we know if you want to analyze the image, if you want to bring more from the image, we need some algorithm to perform, right? Okay, so as we have in our human body, our eyes will be a camera, right? Our eyes is a camera, and what is the thing which process everything is what the brain. Okay, likewise in a mission, your camera will capture everything, but what will process everything? That's your algorithm. So here, because we are supposed to capture and analyze images, not only images, whatever we just see, it may be a video, it may be a image. So whatever we are seeing, it has to process. If it has to process all these things, we need an advanced algorithm, right? So that is what, it's an advanced algorithm which process the images and written information. It has to return the information based on the visual features you are interested in. what actually you're interested in. So accordingly, so you'll be uploading the image, or you will be doing the real time scanning video. Okay, so it has to just find something, some insights from that, and it has to bring it to you. So that is the real reason of Azure AI Vision. Okay, so AI vision is like you're just what you're seeing through your eyes is what vision. Likewise, what computer is seeing through a camera is what its vision. So it is processing something, right? So it has various services. Okay, so not only optical character recognition, because we are going to talk about optical character recognition here, but it has various other capabilities as well, like image analysis. It can also do some analysis with the image. So like if you take the image services, like which extracts many visual features from images such as objects, it may be content, it may auto generate the text. If you are uploading an image, it has to auto generate the caption. That is an image analysis. Okay, likewise there are a lot of features which are there in image analysis. It has various features, like as I told, it has some auto cap, like it can generate an image captions. Okay, that is one of the feature in image analysis. Beyond that, it can detect a people. So this feature is of course there in all your mobile phone. If you take a camera, if you're taking a photo, okay, so sometimes you'll be getting the similar photo, like images for that particular photo. So this is what detect people in the images is also a capability in image analysis. It can detect an object. It can detect what is it. It can tag visual. You can tag the visual. What is this visual is all about? Okay, it can do various things. It has a lot of various capabilities for image analysis. Okay, I'll come back to OCR. Let me just talk about the face. What happens? What is the face here? Okay, what is the difference? Like the face service, which provides AI algorithm that detect, recognize, and analyze human faces and images. So facial recognition software is an important thing in many different scenarios. Even if you take, if you take your if you have, you might have into the Aadhaar, to take an Aadhaar to for your passport, various places you require a face analysis. Okay, so that is what um, you need a facial recognition. I'm just switching off my camera because of the poor weather here, please excuse me. And facial recognition software, where we'll be using it for the touchless access control. If we wanted to just do the so it has a lot of various applications for the faces. Okay, and to talk about the video analysis, next comes your video analysis is the another important feature in the Azure AI Vision. So what does that video analysis will do? So video analysis includes a video related feature like spatial analysis and the video retrieval. For example, if you are keeping a video analysis in a supermarket, like it can detect whether any product is under reorder level. Okay, it can immediately inform the particular person. Also, if anything which happens in the supermarket, inside the supermarket, so you can just detect it. Okay, so it can even do the object detection, event detection, focus area. When if the people how many people are there in that particular section, in which section more people are interested. For example, in the milk products or for the vegetables, so in which section the people are more interested, that you can easily understand with video analysis. Okay, also like entrance counting, like how many people are entering into your premises in exactly in this particular timing, and how many people are leaving. Okay, and also if you want to detect the how many people are wearing the facial mask, face mask during the COVID. So there are a lot of additional advantages when you are using the video analysis. Okay, these are various features. So what is OCR? Because today we are going to talk about the OCR, right? So what is actually OCR? So OCR is an optical character recognition, which also referred as a text recognition or text extraction. Of course, all these services which uses machine learning or advanced algorithm. Here, even in OCR, it works with machine learning. So what does it will do? It will extract the content from the printed text or the images or the posters, anything, even if it might be the street signs or a document like articles, reports, forms, invoices. So you can think about anything which is in a written format. If it might be a posters, like as I told, it can easily extract the text from that. Okay, so the text is typically extracted as a word, as a text lines and paragraphs or a text block. So it may be anything. Okay, so this is what OCR, which is an optical character recognition. Got it? So here you have an OCR engine for this. So Microsoft's Read OCR engine, which is composed of multiple advanced machine learning algorithm or machine learning model, which supports various languages. Okay, it supports various languages. So these are the languages which it supports. So you can see here it supports English, Chinese, French, German, Italian. So it has various things. If it is a handwritten text, if we are using our hand to write and we are taking a photo and uploading it, it can easily detect these languages. Okay, so 9 languages: Japanese, Korean, Portuguese, and Spanish. Okay, and definitely Microsoft will be adding more languages here. As of now, as of this particular date, these are the languages which it supports. If you are using a print text, okay, if your document or your data is in the print text, it supports various other languages as well. Okay, you can see that these are the various other languages which it supports. Okay, and if it is an image, if it has to understand from the image, then these are the various languages it supports. So I'm just sharing this link here, so if you want, you can access this. Okay, so these are the various languages which it supports. You can find the complete thing here. Okay, so this is what OCR engine basically it does. Okay, it supports various other languages as well. And next to talk about is what OCR read edition. It has two edition. Like as I told, you can extract the like content from the image or from the document. Both are possible. Okay, so if it is images, okay, it's a general image. You can think about a street sign or a poster or the label. Okay, it uses a OCR version 4 image to read. Okay, it is actually a non-document images with a performance enhanced API it uses. Okay, so if you talk about document, it is a digital and scanned document including images. It may be image. See, if you have an image but you are scanning it. Okay, so when you are scanning an image, it will be converted into a document. Okay, if you are converting that into a document, then that too you can use it in the document. So here it uses a document intelligence. Fine. So if you are using image, then it's fine. If you're using a document, it uses a document intelligence. So these two additions are possible with the OCR read. Okay, here we have one more thing which is called as the intelligent document processing, which is IDP. So what is this IDP, which also uses OCR as a foundational technology? Okay, so I'll just show you when we are discussing about the services here, which extracts the relationship like a key value pairs, like entities and other document centric insights. And it also uses an advanced machine learning based AI services, okay, like a document intelligence. We have document intelligence as well in Azure AI services. You may get a doubt like, yes, I have document intelligence, then why should I have document intelligence? That is because even OCR is analyzing documents, right? So what is the difference? Okay, so document intelligence includes a document optimized version of read as it is OCR engine, while delegating the other models for higher end insights. Okay, so if you are extracting text from the scanned and the digital document, use document intelligence. Okay, so this is what I can just explain about the intelligent document processing. You will be getting some confusions. So these are the OCR supported languages, which I have already told you that these are the languages which it supports. Okay, so let's just go for the demo. Okay, so you have to go to the portal.azure.com. Okay, I'm just taking you to the demo. I'm just sharing the screen. Sorry, I'm just sharing the link with you. You have to go to portal.azure.com. So you can see a lot of things here. Okay, so frequently used services, you can find it from here. Okay, so I have already created a OCR service here, because it will take some time, not sometime, it will sometimes, if the network is very low, it may take a lot of time. So that's why I have already created it, but I'll just tell you the process of creating it. Okay, so you can go and search here for Azure Vision services. Okay, so even you can find it here, computer vision, or else you can also search from here, computer vision. Okay, so once if you click on the computer vision, it will take you to the Azure AI services. See, Azure is a cloud where it holds lot of services. Okay, not only for AI, beyond that you can find a lot of services here. So if you just click on this particular thing, which is a resource, you can see what are the other services and categories it supports. Okay, so AI and machine learning, analytics, blockchain, compute, container, databases, like it provides a lot of services here, right from your server towards database storage, everything. So we exactly need AI and machine learning. Okay, so if it is AI plus machine learning, you can find a lot of other services as well, like starting from Azure Synapse Analytics. You have Azure AI services, speech service, language service. Today we are going to discuss about the computer vision. You have translator service, Q&A maker, language understanding, document intelligence. This is what I told. What is IDP? Okay, intelligent document analysis, processing, and this is computer vision. Okay, you have various things here. In this, we are specifically going to talk about your computer vision. Okay, so either you can come and click here, or else you can go and search here for computer vision. Okay, either way is fine. So as I told, computer vision, it has a lot of other services as well. I have already created my computer AI issued AI services, computer vision service here. So if you are doing it for the first time, you have to go and click here, create. Okay, I'll just tell you the steps to do. You have I'll not show the complete thing because it will take some more time. Okay, so here first thing you have to select the subscription. I'm using my MCT subscription, so it is showing MSDN subscription platform subscription. If you are using a free tier, or if you are using a paid version, you will be getting that particular subscription name here. Okay, and then you have to select the resource group. I'm using a demo resource group, so it's already I have created. If you don't have any resource group, you have to create it from here. So what is this resource group? A resource group is what, like, you are using the you're collecting all your similar services into a single one. Okay, so that is what the resource group, and it is compulsory to create a resource group for that. Okay, whatever the services you're using, you have to create, you have to hold it under a resource group. So if you don't have one, you can create it here, new, or else if you have one, you can select it. Okay, and then you have to go ahead and select the region. So I have, it's a default region, like it is showing the region for me, it's a default one, so I'm just leaving it. If you are very specific about your region, so you can select it from here. Okay, so which region best suits you, or which region is allocated? If you are using your organization email, and if you are using your subscription through organization, then you will be knowing about the region here. Okay, and then you have to give the name for your service. Okay, Azure Vision service. So what is the name? So I have given the name as as I have already given the name. Okay, so I'm not going to give anything, so it is good to give a proper name. Okay, give a proper name, and then you have to select the pricing tier. So if you are using a free version of Azure, because Azure Microsoft is providing $200 free for everyone to try. Okay, if you're using that, you have to select this free. Okay, if you are not using this free version, or if you are using any paid version or a proper subscription, you can try this like a standard S1. Okay, that is also fine here. So you have to decide which one to go ahead with. Okay, and then this is important one, which is a responsible AI notice. Okay, so this is important because we have to agree and certify all these things, like whether you have acknowledged, whether you know what is responsible AI, everything. So you have to just read everything here, and then complete click this checkbox, and then click review plus create. Okay, this first thing is the mandatory thing you have to create. And then network, let us just go ahead with a network. If you are using your company thing, then you don't want to go ahead with the all network, including the internet can access this resource, so you have to go ahead with the selected network. Okay, these configurations will be provided to you by, if you are using your organization email ID, or else you can disable that no network should access your resource. Okay, so you can select whatever you want. And then regarding the identity, okay, so you can just read it if you want these things to be enabled. So all these things comes under your Azure security. Okay, so how, who can manage your thing, how, who can access your everything, you can just simply give here. Okay, and then everything, these are all the mandatory one, the tags, identity, network, these are all the not mandatory one. The important thing is your basics. Okay, so apart from this, if you are using your company email ID, or if you are using any if you are having any firewall settings, so you have to configure this as well. Okay, this is all about like how to create your Azure service computer vision. So first you have to create it. Okay, so I have already created it. That is what I have created with the name of demo vision OCR. So you have to give a proper and meaningful name. Okay, so once I've given these things, you can see here, go to Vision Studio. So once if you click here Vision Studio, it will launch Vision Studio for you. Okay, so I hope you can see this is what the Vision Studio which we have discussed. Okay, let it load. So here you can see that you have these things. Okay, so these are, it's loading, just give me a second. So these are the four important thing which we have discussed, four important features which we have discussed. First one is an optical character recognition. This is what I'm going to show you the demo. And next to talk about is what the spatial analysis. Okay, so this is what the video, like I talked about video analysis, right? So they have named it as a spatial analysis here. And you can see here it's a video retrieval summary. If you wanted to find if something spilled out in your supermarket or in your store, something, if you wanted to understand, if you want to see through the video itself, then you can do it. Okay, how many people are there in your area, you can count it. You can detect when people cross a line, when someone is crossing the line, you can detect it. So this one you can just relate it with supermarket, like a mall. Okay, a big mall where if anyone is entering into some particular zone of that mall, so they will immediately get a update about all the discounts of the shops which are there inside the mall. Okay, so you can detect when people cross the line, and detect when people enter or exit the zone, monitor social distancing. And this is about the faces, like you can detect face in an image, liveliness, liveness detection, portal processing, photo ID matching. And then if you just go to the image analysis, you can find a lot of image analysis capabilities here. Okay, services. So starting from recognize the product on the shelf, this is what I told, like what are the products are there, and customize the model with the images. You can search photos with image retrieval. You can simply I hope you might have found this in various applications, right? Even if you take your real time, your Amazon like if you're ordering something through Amazon or Flipkart or any searching services, if you simply upload the image, it will tell you, okay, this is what the product which are available or not. Okay, that is also based on this image analysis. And to talk about is what dense captions to images. You can add the captions to the images, remove the background if you want to remove the background to the images, adding captions to the images if you want to add a caption. Okay, detecting a common object in image, extract common tags, detect sensitive content in an image, and create a smart cropped image. And of course, they will be adding more into it. Okay, so you can just go and watch that. And featured in the sense, like how many people how often we are using it, which is oftenly used one, which will be there in the feature. Okay, so you can see here can go to the optical character recognition, and then you can click on the extract text from image. Okay, once if you click on this extract text from image, you can find that here you can find the extract text from image. And the important thing here is what you have to select this one, like you have to acknowledge that which services which resource you are using. Okay, sometimes you may be having multiple resources. Okay, one resource which you may be using it for Azure AI service, another resource which you may be using it for some other services. So you have to choose which resource you're going to use. Okay, which subscription and what is the resource you're going to use, you have to choose it from here, and you have to confirm it as well. And once you have confirmed it, you can see this, because mostly people will forget this particular step, and then they will tell that I'm not getting the result. Okay, and then you have to click this I acknowledge that this demo will incur usage to resources, this particular resources. Okay, so this is the one which you have to definitely do it. Okay, and then now let us first check how OCR is working with these available sample. Okay, these are the samples which have been already tested. Okay, so let us just try to upload this one. Okay, let me just click on this particular image. I am just clicked on this image. You can see this is a sample image, and on the right side you can find like what are the information it is detecting from the image. Okay, you can see that this is a simple identity card. Okay, this is an identity card which is a national identity card, and you can also see that it has highlighted something. Okay, I'm just moving my cursor to that particular point. You can see that if I click on this one, like it has highlighted, right? So national, and you can see correspondingly it is also there. So this is national identity card, and this is a biometrics because it has found from this particular line. And what is the name of the person? Okay, imagine if someone is showing you a card like this, we cannot just go near to that ID card and find it and search it, right? So what happens, you are taking a photo, immediately it is processing and it is giving you the name of that particular person, his gender, all the details which are there in that identity card. Okay, so as I told, OCR will extract the text from the images or the document. So it is showing you the image text from the image. And also you can see here that, see, this driver license, this particular area of text is not at all visible in the ID card, but it is clearly giving me the content here. And you can also see here that this is something important which is there in your ID card. Okay, this national identity card. And you can see that your data is here. You can directly make use of this data, or else you can also find that this data is converted into a JSON format as well. Okay, so you can also use this. So let us try this particular one. okay, which is a card here. Okay, so it is like I think it's card, social security card. And you can see here that this is an image which is like not properly taken, right? Like it's not clear when we are seeing it. But if you are just putting it inside the OCR, it is giving you a clear result, like what is this all about. So wherever it finds any particular text, it is trying to show it to you. Okay, let us also try with this credit card. Okay, you can also select this credit card. It will give you the data about the credit card and any notes, even it may be a notes here. So it is giving you, it is extracting the data from the notes and it is providing it to you, right? If you take a image, so it is also providing a data, there is a text from the image. Okay, these are the sample data which are used to train the model. Okay, so we cannot go and change the model, we cannot go and change the machine learning algorithm which is already written. Let us try to upload our data into it. Okay, I'm just clicking on browse for file. Okay, I'm just going to select a file here. Okay, I'm just going to select a file from the desktop. Let me just select this one. Okay, you can see here that I have uploaded this. Okay, you cannot find this particular picture here anywhere. Okay, whatever is mentioned here, whatever is given here are the model which are already trained. Okay, the images which are already trained. So I have uploaded this particular image. This is actually an image. From this image, it has detected the extracted the text from this, right? This is a lot of 12 point text to the test the OCR code and see if it works. So everything, it exactly it is giving us, right? Let us try to upload some other receipt or something. Okay, so I'm just trying to upload this particular receipt. So you can see here that it is trying to get the data from the receipt as well, like what is the store, and also it's showing like what is each and every wherever it finds a text, it will extract it and it will give it to us. Okay, so you can see here if you wanted to try this particular, like if you wanted to use this particular OCR function feature in your project, you can use it with this resource key. Okay, you will be having the vision endpoint and the key here. You can copy and use it, like you have to write the code, you can get it from the thing as well. So if you wanted to understand about how this pricing works, okay, we have, you can also check it here, like vision studio, Azure Vision Studio pricing. You can just check it here, Azure Vision Studio pricing. And if you just search for it, you can get the pricing, because everything is a pay per use, right? So how much we are using it, accordingly we'll be paying it. Okay, Azure Vision Studio. Um, you can get it from the link itself. Yes, here it is. So this is the Azure pricing. Okay, so you can see here what is the OCR pricing. The first important thing is you have to choose the correct region. Okay, for which region you are using. Actually, we are using East US region. And what is the currency? Okay, whether it is a United States dollars or UK pound or something, like what you are using, you have to select it properly. And then you can see here that what comes under free, which is 5,000 free transactions per month, 20 transactions per minute. If you're using a standard S1 web container, then you can also see the background removal preview, which is free. But apart from this, if it is a group one, which is a tag, face, getting a thumbnail, all these features which comes under these things. Okay, so 0 to 1 million transactions, which is $1 per 1,000 transactions. Like this, you can find all informations about the pricing here. Okay, and you should also understand about the responsible use of AI from this particular thing. So this is like, if you this models are already trained, one thing you have to be very clear that you cannot go and change the model. Okay, you cannot go and change the algorithm. It's already predefined and the models are already trained. I'm talking about specifically about the OCR capability in Azure AI Vision Studio. So if you wanted to use it for your project, like if you want to upload it for upload and find the X data text extraction, you can use these resource key and try it. Okay, so that is possible. Let me just show you what happens if you are not acknowledging your resource. Okay, if you are not acknowledging your resource, then what happens is what it will tell you: please acknowledge the resource usage policy in order to try out extract text from the image, because you have to tell which resource you are trying to use it. Okay, and you should also tell that, okay, this is what this is this much cost it may incur. That you have to tell. That is how you can just use this particular OCR capabilities. Okay, so this is how you can extract the image. So these are the various options, like before it was named as video, and now it is like a spatial analysis. Okay, so this is how you can just use it. Okay, and you can see here that it extracts the images from the this is what the step which we have discussed. Okay, so I just took the screenshot for the better if sometimes if it goes wrong. So you have to select it and then you can just try it out. And before that, I just wanted to tell you one thing, like okay, so fine. So any other questions if you have, you can just ask me. And it's so this is all about the demo vision. Okay, so that is a vision OCR. And you can also use the keys here. You can find the keys in your resource which you have created here. Okay, so yes, if you have any questions, you can ask me. And anything related to Azure, if you just post it here, I can definitely help you out.
Thank you, Dr. Gomathi, for the great session. And I guess we have some questions. Are you ready to take some questions?
Yes, sure, sure, sure.
Perfect. So, starting. Okay. I realize you also put some links in the private chat. If you want to share also with the audience, maybe we can share them also
Yeah,
in
please,
in the
because
comments.
it shows, yeah, that is the it shows like some details about the OCR capabilities and the languages it supports.
Sure, sure. Uh, I will be. Yes, I will share the links that you put in the chat and the comments. So this is the first one. If you are checking for the links that are shared by Dr. Gomathi, it's in the chat now. Okay, I will be putting the questions on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first question comes from Martin. Here we go. How well does Azure AI Vision handle Danish-specific linguistic elements such as compound words and characters, like the characters that are shared, compared to other Nordic languages?
Okay, so it's a great question. See, it's an AI model, and it always learn from whatever the images we are just posting it. Okay, so if it is already trained, so as I showed you that these are the various other languages which it supports. Like you can see here, it supports the Danish language, of course, and few things if it is not recognizing. Okay, as far as my understanding, if here the language is listed, okay, so the Danish language is here under print text. Okay, if it is in the print text, yes, it can definitely find it very well. And also here you can see multimodal embeddings, yes, it can also find it. But it will always learn, even if it is not finding it something, like we can just comment it, because I didn't try the Danish language, so I'm not aware of it. Yeah.
Thank you.
What
We have the
measures?
next question also. What measures are in place to ensure Azure AI Vision complies with Danish and EU-specific regulations like GDPR when processing sensitive text from images and documents?
Okay. So again, to tell, like, I'm sure about English and one more language, but I'm not sure about the Danish. But as you know, like, all the services under Azure AI, like all the services which compels under GDPR thing. Okay. So it it always has these security preferences. That is why they're providing the key, the resource keys, and everything. So it comes under that thing. And I'm really not very clear about Danish because I haven't used it, sorry. But it supports, like, everything comes under Azure. It's purely secure, you can use it.
Next question. How does Azure AI Vision ensure GDPR compliance when processing and storing data from documents and images?
In processing and storing data from the documents and the image. Okay, you're talking about the complete process, right? See, basically, right from the data handling and processing. Okay, so it ensures that it has a clear document when what it is actually processing. And also com- we are coming to the GDPR assessment tool. So it has a Microsoft Compliance Manager which can help assess compliance gaps in your AI Vision, like Vision AI deployment. And also it allows you, based on the region, like what region and what type of GDPR they are following and everything, your data is stored and processed based on the regions which you are selecting. Okay, so it depends on the regions, and it stays within the GDPR jurisdictions. And also I'm sure that it ensure the data is encrypted in transit and also at rest. Okay, so Azure AI services which supports encryption, because showed you that you can see here it has a key, like without that. And also these keys vary big based on the region which you are selecting. Okay, so you can see here that it has a key, right? It has two levels of keys. So you can this is how actually it process. Okay, and also it has a specific privacy feature as well, like if you are using a face API, and it the GDPR comes under your region, what types of API you are using, for which services you are using. And also it depends on the user rights, like based on how you are using it, everything. Okay, data portability and everything comes into the picture. So exact processing depends on the region, depends on the services and everything.
Perfect. Thank you. And we have next question. Why images differ if they were scanned as documents?
Okay, so you see, if you're taking a photo, that just think about it. You're taking a photo from your camera. Okay, and even I'm sure that you know about the storage, like how it is actually stored, the DPIs and everything. Okay, and it's pixel. What is the how much storage is taking? It's a pixels and everything. It mean if you're taking a photo from the camera and if you are sending it through WhatsApp, I hope you can understand the difference. It will compress and send it, right? So your exact originality of that image may vary if you are sending it through some WhatsApp itself. And imagine that you are taking it in your camera and converting it into a document. See, its image has a different level of pixels and depth, whereas the document has a different thing, right? And if you're converting it from the image, a high level of pixels, to a document which is even more smaller, of course it differs, right? I hope you can think about the conversion. So an image, if it is converted into a document, which really has a lot of changes, a lot of compressions are happening, and many changes are happening into it.
Perfect. And our next question, also from Martin: what specific safeguards does Azure AI Vision provide to protect personal identifiable information (PII) during OCR processes?
Great. So as I'm telling you right from the beginning, like because first thing is you are using your subscription, the first level of thing, and then you are using it under a resource group, and there I showed you that you can select the network, which network you can use it. Okay, and this is not a open thing like anything like because as I told, again like in every stage I told, like it follows the responsible AI. Okay, and there comes your complete identification protection policy as well. Okay, not only OCR, whatever the services you are using. Okay, um Azure, like not Azure, Microsoft provides your protects your data, protects your identity everywhere, it wherever possible and wherever essential. Okay, that is what GDPR comes into the picture. Okay, so which the GDPR is basically, we call it as a general data protection regulation. Okay, so based on the country, based on the API, and based on the services which you are using, that varies, depends on the region, depends on the country which you're using it. So definitely Microsoft will be protecting, and the exact process is depends on the region and the country. Specific safeguard, you can think about the comes under the responsible AI. Okay, everything, transparency, security, everything is there.
Thank you. Since we are also running a bit late on time, so we have less than 10 minutes, so I'm just quickly gonna show the rest of the questions we have. We have the next question also from Martin: does Azure AI Vision offer on-premise deployment options to avoid transferring sensitive data to the cloud, aligning with GDPR requirements?
Promises deployment, avoid transferring sensitive data. Okay, align. Okay, fine. Yes, definitely it has to, because even though we are making it in the on-premise, it has some specific scenario, and based on only if it meets some requirements, like latency, data sovereignty, then only it will actually allow us. Okay, so yes, of course, it also everything, like because even if it is an on-premise or cloud, you are using the data, and Microsoft will support, like Microsoft will ensure that your data is protected and data is secured. Okay, so yes, it will provide you.
Great. Next question, also from Martin. We are in the process of creating an instant feedback solution for CVs and resumes for our members. Which Azure services would be best suited for implementing this solution?
Great one. So if your CV is completely in a document format, like I can recommend you the document intelligence service. You can just search your document intelligence. Okay, so this is if your data is completely as a PDF, or or a word, okay, something like a document format, okay. If you feel like, of course, like no one will be capturing the resume enough as an image and make it as a document. So yes, definitely you can use document intelligence here.
Great. We have next question from Kariyama. I hope I pronounced correctly. Are the language not support? Are e-language not supported yet? Will the AI hallucinate the answer, and at what percent?
It's a good question which is beyond the imagination. So as I could see that if you are trying to upload any the languages which is not supported, AI will not hallucinate. Instead, it won't give you a proper result, like we cannot I cannot assure you that percent, how much percent it can do and how much percent it can give you a wrong answer. But I can say you, like, it's not a open AI mission like ChatGPT or Gemini or anything, because it's a public one, right? So any public AI may hallucinate you, but not a properly protected AI services. Okay, so it won't confuse you, but just wait, because always I could see, like, whatever the services which I saw in the last 2 weeks, which is not which is updated and upgraded in today's services. I'm always seeing a lot of changes here. So I can assure that you don't hallucinate, but I'm not sure about the percentage, like how wrong it will be. And I haven't tried, and thank you for giving this idea to me. Let me just try that as well.
Great, thank you. We have also next question from Kariyama. Are we uploading images for OCR if the images are not part of its original training? Will it still function properly?
Yes, exactly. It will function properly because, see, training is like we are trying to give some random images, pictures, documents, and we are just seeing that whether it is finding a exact text. Okay, so the sample images which we saw here is a testing thing. Okay, these are all the testing purpose. Before this, definitely the OCR, this particular model has been trained at least with more than 200 images. Okay, definitely it will give you the proper answers for you. It will function.
Great. Next question also from Martin. Does Azure AI Vision provide audit logs or documentation to support GDPR compliance in case of data protection authority
Yes, yes,
requests?
yes. Azure AI services, it provides, like it will give you the everything, like the documentation we can create it. I think the audit logs and everything it will provide, like what if you are trying with a different, which doesn't comes under the responsible AI, it will definitely log it. You can see which is wrongly captured, which is wrongly analyzed, so it will give you that.
Great. And last question. Yes, we have, I guess, yes, two more questions. Can you, as an individual, not as an organization, mark image as sensitive or critical so it can keep it safe?
So I think again we are just coming back to the responsible AI thing. Okay, yes. So there is some default thing which comes under this responsible AI, which is provided by Microsoft itself. So they have some certain rule, and they are insisting on that whatever the services you are using, not only OCR, okay, whatever the AI services you are using, that should come under the responsible AI. That is what these things, okay, like fairness, reliability and safety, privacy and security, inclusiveness, transparency, accountability. Sometimes, if your data is beyond this particular limit, yes, it will tell you that this is how it is. And you can, if you are specific about you wanted to mark any specific thing, yes, you can customize it, okay, not directly into this Visual Studio Code, but using the API key and everything, you can customize it, and you can use it in your project. Yes, we can do that.
Great. And to yes, can I send multiple images in a single API call
Yeah,
to
we
the
have a bulk upload as well. I think we can also do a bulk upload. I don't have a bulk images here. Yes, we can do it. It's there in one of the option. It will also find it. Okay, so we can do it. We can
Great.
upload images as a bulk. Yeah.
And I see last question from Martin also. Does Azure AI Studio has changed to other name now?
Azure AI Studio. So it has a various thing, right? Like it has various services under Azure AI Studio. We have various other things, right? So it has its own. Like you can just try. Like for example, if you wanted to go ahead with if you wanted to try with some other thing, what to say, any other AI services, not image or something, you can also try it out. Okay, so you can see that here, right? So in the Microsoft, there is no changes. It has a lot. Azure AI is a AI capability. Under that, we have various other things as well, like not only the image or something, we have various other options as well. So the Azure AI Studio, the name doesn't change. Under this, we have a lot of various capabilities.
We have one more question, and it's from Nilesh. Can I deploy the OCR read capability on premises?
Mm, um, can you hear me? I just lost it. I couldn't see this. Okay,
Yes,
can you
yes,
deploy OCR? Yeah, okay. So this is what the question. Yes, I think you can deploy. Yes, you can deploy optical OCR capabilities using Azure Cognitive Services containers.
great,
You can use it, and it has some steps. Okay, you can use it.
perfect. I see we don't have any questions.
Uh,
I guess yes, all of them are answered.
One more thing I just wanted to add. Thank you. First of all, thank you, Microsoft Azure Zero to Hero, for hosting this, and Hamid and Syed. Thank you so much. And I'm just showing this. This is our Microsoft Learning group. If anyone interested, this is our learning room. Okay, Microsoft Tech Talks. If you are interested in any other learning room, you can just join as a learner to get a lot of useful informations and guidance from the experts, learn experts here. So that's what I just wanted to insist here.
Of course, thanks for sharing. Yes, that's really important that you also, as learners and also people in the community who are interested also, and we are all in the same ship learning Microsoft technology. So
Yes.
it's really great to be together, and learning rooms are really a great initiative from Microsoft as well. So
Yeah.
thanks for joining, everyone. Thanks, Dr. Gomathi. That was an amazing session, and most of the questions, I mean, 100% of the questions we've answered. So if you have any questions afterwards, please post them under the promotion post we have on our LinkedIn page. So the video recording and whole session will be immediately available on YouTube channel as soon as we end the stream. So you can watch it again and you can post your question under the YouTube video or the LinkedIn post, or even in the learning room. So join the learning rooms in Dr. Kamati's learning room or in Zero to Hero, and we'll be all in there to answer your questions. So if you post a question, we will try to forward it to Dr. Kamati as well. And by the way, Dr. Kamati, so if you can also choose one most challenging or best question, so we can provide an exam voucher to the audience that they are live now.
Okay, actually, I am unable to see the all the questions. I just because I faced a lot of questions. Right? Can you just put it around? I'm sorry.
Sure.
Um,
Can you see the comments section in the right plate?
yeah, yeah, yeah. 1 minute.
Yes.
I'm seeing. Yes, yes, yes. Give me a
Yeah.
second. Uh, So the question from Martin Christie, I think I'm not pronouncing it wrong, the name. Does
Yes.
Azure AI Vision offer on-premise deployment options to avoid transferring sensitive data, as well as the CV, which she asked? Only one? Should I choose only one, or because I saw two to three questions as
Yeah, most of the questions I see from
yeah.
Martin and Kariema. If
Yes.
you feel like we can also provide two vouchers to
Yes,
Martin
yes,
and
yes.
Kariema.
Yeah, yes, Martin and Karyama. Yes. I'm
Okay.
sorry if I'm spelling it wrong. I hope I'm correct. Martin, Christy, and Karyama. Yes.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. So,
Thank
Martin and Kariyama, please reach out to us on our LinkedIn page. And because once we start searching profiles, we get too many, but it's easier if you reach out to us on our LinkedIn page. And if you message us, we will get back to you with 50% of exam discount voucher. Hope that helps, and pass your exam certifications and mention Dr. Gomathi and us, and we will be happy to celebrate it together. Again, thanks everyone for joining. Looking forward to another sessions, seeing you in the next sessions. Thank you so much, Dr. Gomathi, for taking time in the weekend and sharing your experience and knowledge. Have a great rest of the weekend.
Thank you, Hamid. Thank you for hosting. I'm so happy. Thank you all for the active participation, and all the best for the learners as well. Bye bye. Take care. Have a great weekend.
Bye bye.